Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Now, this video right here is a message for whoever needs to hear this. Because there's a lot of people going through things, and, you know, they may chalk it up based upon, like, a religious type of aspect. When there's a large mass of people agreeing with something, it becomes a general consensus and make you feel like it can't be nothing wrong in that way of looking at something, so you may just be on the opposite side of it. And that's not the case. So this video right here is a message for anyone who needs to hear this. The universe is not for everybody. Let me repeat. The universe is not for everybody. It is not in its best interest for everybody. And when things are going wrong for you, it is not always because you're doing something wrong or victimizing or something outside of you that you have to learn in order to get back on track with some type of universe. What you need to understand is what these things mean within context. What does universe mean? Universal. Universal mean it had to be put together from a collection. We are that collection that put together that universal context. So when you're in a situation where you live in a world where there's other groups of individuals who have more percentage level of energy into what we're all doing as teamwork makes the dream work, it gets into what you allowing and what you're letting take advantage of you at this point, and you not using your mind for what it's made for, so you have little access to this energy. Now, if we in a world, Lucifer, universe, based on intellectual properties that is kind of against or in an opposite position to your gifts, talents, and your way of thinking and your way of expressing your feelings and your actions, then it don't matter what geographical location you are in, it will not support it. No matter how well or how good or how gifted or talented you are with that charismatic gifts, it would not be respected or opened up without you experiencing a lot of blockages. And it's because you're here to change something. And if you're not changing the circumstance will change you more around it. And if that don't cater to where you want to go, what you supposed to change to go in that direction, it plays out in blockages. It plays out as the universe being against you, because you're not doing nothing based on how the universe is manufactured. This is why there's a such thing as the saying, the universe is not a respecter of persons. Even in the Bible, it say God not a respecter of persons. You know what I'm saying? It's only a respecter of team. So your own individual concept sometimes goes against what a collection have already produced. And if you live in an environment that got a weird fart cloud peer pressure, this is one of the reasons on a small percentage scale you feel a little weird even presenting your own gifts and talents that ain't even as much depth that I'm talking about at the moment. So you need to keep that in mind. When you're listening to certain individuals and stuff like that, don't chalk it up into thinking that you're on the opposite or the universe is in your favor. And when you're experiencing a lot of blockages and you know that you're doing the right thing, you need to know that maybe your idea and the way that you are expressing yourself is not resonating with the universe, but and that's not a good or bad thing. Is you needing to change something, because the universe is not a context that's outside of us. So when you put it in that context, you might blame yourself to something not being right. But when you understand you're not on the side of the universe, you're purely just not participating with the energetic fart cloud peer pressure of your environment that's united energies at the moment. And if you don't have a strong enough spirit to change that circumstance for yourself, that circumstance will change you. And when that situation starts changing you, this is letting you know you're not being strong enough as a spirit. When you start to change the situation, and let's say it don't match the direction and path you want to go, so it plays out in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as being unsupportive in areas it even shouldn't, because you got the work put in. This let you know you are experiencing whatever your expression and thoughts and feelings and your fluid isn't part of the team, negative or positive. So you're going to experience the universe being against you, aka blockages. But it's your ability to put yourself into a space where that energy ain't something you're trying to prove or care about, so you can make another energy elsewhere that blockage don't affect you, because you have other doors open and you no longer care about those blockages anyway for them to be open. And that's how you play around with the universe, knowing that the universe ain't for everybody. And I love you from the bottom of my heart.